Yeah, I think sometimes we've given the impression in some parts of the church that question's not welcome. So I remember an example a few years ago when I was living in Canada. I was doing an event at the University of Toronto, met a young man there, we got chatting, and he very early on in the conversation, he said, "Oh, I used to be a Christian, not anymore." And so I said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, what happened?" And he told his story. He said, "I was raised in a very fundamentalist church where questions were actively discouraged. You were just expected to believe and not ask." Then he said, as a teenager, I got fascinated by the sciences, came here to University of Toronto to study science. Very quickly, he said, I discovered a clash between what I was being taught in the university and what I'd learned in church, between biology and Genesis. So he said, I booked an appointment with my pastor. I said, oh, fantastic. So presumably your pastor introduced you to some of the many resources there are to help with that question. And he looked a bit downhearted and went, well, no, not really. I said, what did your pastor do? He said, my pastor looked at me and said, it's really easy, son. It's really easy. You choose the Bible or you choose biology. Next question, please. So I said, what did you do? He said, I chose biology. And he walked away. Now, thankfully, we were able to have a substantive conversation. I was able to direct him towards some resources, but I came away thinking it may well just be too late, sadly. And to go, that was because he was in a church that didn't say, that's a great question, let's talk about that. So it's crucial that we create context in which our young people and younger Christians can go, I've got a question, and churches say, yeah, bring it on. And where those outside the church feel the church is a community where they can bring their questions and they'll be welcome. And of course, as Jesus said, those who seek will find. He never turned away an honest questioner.